Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the second Anchor the Light meditation for, I think it's Monday? Yeah, Monday. All right. So before we start, let's just ask for divine blessing, shall we? You can pray to whoever you like, to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, wisdom, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. Okay, so thank you again for joining me. I know this morning a lot of you have commented that you learned something out of it, so that's good. That part on protection, I know a lot of you always ask about that. Oh, I need to be protected from this, protected from that. Okay. Let me just address that very quickly, because oftentimes people have a tendency to get a little, what's the right word? What's the proper term? Neurotic? Crazy? Nuts? No, I'm kidding. People have a tendency to put excessive attention towards it. You know, once you start doing meditation and spiritual practice, you start noticing a lot of people don't like you, they're very negative and all that stuff. Maybe that could be partially true, but a lot of it is your perception. Let me explain. What happens is, as you raise your frequency and your vibration, okay, you start noticing the contrast between you and other people. In other words, people don't wake up in the morning saying, who am I going to attack today? Especially you. They got better things to do with their life. But that is oftentimes our perception, because you start to sense a difference in your vibration and frequency. In other words, a lot of you who are already sensitive to start out with, what happens is when people around you are very negative, you start feeling like, just being around you feel nauseated. Well, not because they're attacking you. Again, the crap radiates out of their aura. So before you didn't feel it, now you feel it. It doesn't mean they're aiming it at you. Now, here's the interesting thing to remember, and listen carefully, because I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but you don't hear it, you suffer. It's as simple as this. The more attention you give it, the more it goes into your system. Did you hear what I just said? The more attention you give it, oh, that person's so negative, then you start feeling everything. But if you ignore it, it's like, whatever, it's not mine. Then you go about your business. I have a superpower. Would you like to know what my superpower is? I was born with this superpower. My superpower is I'm good at ignoring negative people. That's my superpower. It's like, they're negative, but whatever. None of my business. You want to be miserable? It's your life. I don't sit there and go, oh yeah, that person is so negative, is affecting me. Now they drag me down the toilet like they do. You get my point? That's exactly the whole idea of when you do your meditation, you put your awareness and your attention where you want your energy to go. If people are very low vibration, if you don't have to interact with them, ignore them. Make sense? Otherwise, what happens? You get sucked in. And has that ever happened to you already? And I've repeated this many, many times. No shield and protection will protect you when you interact with a person who's negative. Because as soon as you interact with them, all your shield and protection will go down temporarily. Come on, you guys. Haven't you guys watched Star Trek? Before they transport, before they shoot a weapon, before they bring something aboard, the shield has to go down. You see, many years ago, I asked my teacher that question. I said, Master, how come when I'm around negative people, I'm wearing this crystal, I'm creating that shield and that shield, how come I still feel their stuff? He said, did you interact with them? Yeah, I start getting angry with them. Well, that's your problem. You see, if you don't interact with them, of course, if you have to interact with them, you have to do it in a certain way. But if you don't have to, if they're just there being negative, as long as you don't interact with them, or you just say, yeah, namaste, and you don't give in, you don't attach, then the stuff doesn't come in. I know you've heard me say that many, many times. But I just want to emphasize it to you because a lot of you are suffering unnecessarily. Is such a thing as necessary suffering? Not really, but I'm just saying sometimes, you're what's the word I'm looking for? You're saying, oh, I'm so empathic, I'm so sensitive. That's true, but part of it you can mitigate by just simply focusing on what you want and not focusing on what you don't want. Haven't you noticed that, okay, after this we'll go into the main topic today, okay? I just want to bridge that from this morning. Have you noticed, like, somebody told you, oh yeah, that person, he doesn't like you. Okay? So you're, okay. Then you notice for the next 3-4 days, you start noticing every time they look at you, oh, I feel so sick, I feel this, I feel that. And you found out that, hey, how come I start feeling this? Because that person doesn't like me. That person has not liked you for the last 10 years. But how come you're just feeling it? Because now you're conscious. So when you're conscious, you think about them, what happens? Your aura actually reaches out and touches their energy. That's what happens. Maybe that's why sometimes ignorance is bliss. You just say, well, anyway, I cannot make everybody happy. There's going to be people who don't like me. There's going to be people who like me. As long as I can sleep at night, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's that. Move on. Make sense? So I hope that helps some of you, because some of you, I'm very, very sorry to say this, but you are literally creating your own misery. All you have to do is put your attention on what you want. You focus on being a better person. You focus on your meditation. You focus on your goal. You're not going to please everyone. There are going to be people who are envious of you. There are going to be people who don't like you. So you just put on 3-4 layers of, thick skin and just keep moving forward. Otherwise, and in the end, what happens? They drag you down, right? So what you do is this. You don't think about them, you ignore them, you focus on your meditation, spiritual practice. And during your meditation, there's a saying, you cannot give what you don't have. But during meditation, when you feel a peace and stillness and love, that's when you fill them with loving energy so they get better. That's when you engage. You don't engage when you're upset. Because when you're engaged, like qualities attract, you got crap bouncing back and forth. But when you're full of peace and love, when you're doing meditation, you're vibrating up here, they're vibrating down here, then you shower them with love, with joy, with peace, so they will get better. Isn't that common sense? Isn't it? Now, the question you should be asking is, well, how come I didn't think of that? How come people don't think of it? You know why? Very simple reason. Most people think of it as an emotion. People think of it as thoughts. Oh, yeah, that emotion, that thought. The question is, how could we perceive it a different way? Because we perceive everything purely as energy. When a person's angry, it's a certain form of energy. When a person's happy, it's a certain form of energy. Energy flows a certain way. It gets attracted a certain way. So as long as you understand it, you're able to step back as the soul, as the spiritual self, observe, and you go, that person's vibrating very low. Okay, I don't want to get dragged down. I want to vibrate higher. This is what I do. So if you understand it from an energy viewpoint, you don't get sucked in. That's the only way you can really help someone. Let me repeat what I said this morning. You don't have to suffer with someone in order to help them. Write it down. Some people think, I have to be in pain like they do so I can help them. No. If you're swimming in the mud with them, who's going to pull both of you out? That's dumb. You have to make yourself better. You do your spiritual practice and meditation so your vibration goes up. Then you can pull him up. Otherwise, you both drown. Am I getting somewhere? I think this is direct for you guys, right? Isn't it? So if you really truly want to help other people in your life, the way to do is not jump in the mud with them. The way to make them better is to raise your frequency and vibration. That way you're in a position to help them up. Translation, focus on your spiritual development. When you focus on your spiritual development, you have a bigger aura, you have bigger chakras, you vibrate higher, you have a bigger and higher capacity to be of service to others. I hope that helps. That said, the reason we call this session Spiritual Empowerment is just to remind you that within you is already the potential You are made in the image of God. You are a spiritual being of divine intelligence, so you can think. You are a spiritual being of divine love, so you can forgive and love unconditionally. You're a spiritual being of divine power, so number one, you can break from the past and you can charge towards the future you want. That's that. However, it depends on what you want to focus on. That's why there are some people who are really, really successful. Oftentimes they're looked as, they're oftentimes termed as, what's the word? Crazy. They're obsessed. If you look at anyone who's successful in anything, they're obsessed with their objective. People call them nuts. People call them crazy. People don't like them. It bounces off them. Ping, 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 ping. Let's make it something you can relate to, because some of you say, yeah, but that's those people. Try to recall when you're so busy, so focused as a parent. You're so focused on making your child better. You're tutoring your child. You're doing this. Everything in your life revolves around your children. What happened? You ignore everything. People say, hey, you're putting too much time into it. What? Okay, it's my kid. See my point? You're writing your thesis in college. You want to be super successful. Your friends want party. Hey, man, come party with us. You go, no, I have to finish this. Oh, yeah, you'll take care of yourself. What do? You go, ignore them. These useless people. I want to finish my thesis. Isn't it? In everything you do, if you want to be successful, you need one-pointedness. So, spiritual development is the same thing. There are going to be people who don't like what you do. People are going to say, hey, you're wasting your time closing your eyes doing nothing. You go, okay. Number one, it's my time. Number two, it's my life. Number three, who cares what you think? I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm trying to make myself better. You don't like it? Not my problem. Isn't it? I'm just sharing this with you. That way you can really say what is important and what's not important in my life. Now, when it comes to meditation, spiritual practice, we already talked about this many, many times. If you make it as a routine, a ritual in your life, that is actually empowers you from the inside out. Because once you're always reminded that I'm not the body, I'm not these emotions, I'm not these thoughts, regardless of the body's healthy or not, regardless of the body's in pain or not, regardless of the body's whatever's going on, regardless of what's going on with my emotions, going up and down like a roller coaster, or is it calm, regardless if my mind is quiet or is it jumping all over the place, I'm not any of these. I'm the spiritual self on a journey, and I'm using my body, my emotions, my thoughts to get to my objective. So once you do that, you get a better perspective and say, okay, well, I need to make sure my body is strong enough so I can get to my objective. Okay, I'll make my body healthy. I need my emotions to be calm so that if my emotions are calm and regulated, I won't be reacting to every person's roller coaster feelings. I'm able to help someone. I need to be able to control my mind so that I can make my mind focus on what I want to focus so I can spiritually grow and be of service to others. So whatever your objective is. You get my point? So that's why I always like referring to your body, your emotions, and your thoughts as your vehicles. These are vehicles. My car is my vehicle. Plane, my boat, these are vehicles. I'm the one driving them. They're not them driving me. And that won't happen if you don't do your meditation and spiritual practice. I know I'm sound like a broken recording. I've been saying that over and over again for what? Who knows how long you've been studying with me, right? Because that was the thing that my teacher drove into my head. The most important part is for you to realize you are the soul, the spiritual self. You're connected to your higher soul. Because from there comes everything else. So, I'll share this with you guys again. If you look at the screen, the ones in Instagram, I posted it ahead of time. You have the 3 powerful full moons coming up. The one coming up this Sunday, the 28th, at 11 a.m. California time, you're welcome to join us. Then the most powerful one is the one afterwards, April 26th, which is the Wesak full moon. Millions of people meditating at the same time. And the one after that, May, I can't see, it's too small here. Anyway, it's far from me on the screen. That's the Gemini full moon, the distribution of energy. So if you were trying to time it, that you want to make sure that you get best bang for your buck when you're meditating, make sure you catch those three. Okay? Now, you can join any group you like. We're not the only ones doing this. So if you want to join us, then you're welcome to. If you don't want to, your choice. But make sure to set aside the time to do that. That's important enough that you will really benefit from it. Okay? I already shared that story again. You're going to hear this many, many times. You know, unlike most of you, I'm Mr. Insensitive. I don't feel much. But one night, couldn't sleep. Told my wife I'm going to sleep in the guest room. And that night, saw a flash of light, and I thought it was just the window not closed. So lights, cars going by the street, the headlights. So I tried to get up and close the window. The blinds. I couldn't get up. Felt like I was electrocuted and like frozen. By morning, I go, that was the weirdest dream I ever had. Okay, whatever. I didn't put too much into it. I didn't consult a psychic, a clairvoyant. Whatever. It's just probably a bad dream. Whatever I ate last night, that's what happened. A few weeks later, a month later, my teacher came to the United States, and we had some conversation, and somehow we talked about dreams and energy, and I told him what happened. He goes, oh, yeah, that night when you're talking about, that's actually the Wesak full moon, the most powerful full moon of the year. Now, bear in mind, I'm a Southern Baptist by religion at that time. I don't believe in any of this stuff. I believe in the healing. That's about it. Okay? And somehow, I told him, Master, I'm not Buddhist. Wesak full moon is a Buddhist celebrated event. He looked at me, and I remember he said, you might not have participated consciously, but your soul did. I go, I had no clue what the heck he meant. I have no idea. He just said, your soul participated, whether you like it or not. I go, all right. I have no clue what he meant. Later on, then I realized. Then I studied more, and he taught me more, and most of you probably noticed that I didn't. It is the soul that's meditating. Your soul, your spiritual self, is doing your meditation and spiritual practice 24 hours a day. When we do our meditation like this, and you experience the peace, the bliss, the stillness, you know what happened? We just got a little taste of it. That's all. Our higher soul, our spiritual self, is doing this 24 hours a day. It's just the lower self, which is in the body, and the emotions and thoughts. When we finally quiet everything down, we get a taste of that divine energy. So on super special occasions, when billions of beings are meditating at one time in the universe, or not in the universe, in the world, you, the spiritual self, are participating whether you're conscious of it or not. It's just like some of you wake up in the morning, you go, man, that is so weird. Last night, I felt like I was flying, and I felt I visited many places and did all this stuff. I came back exhausted and tired. I didn't know what the heck that was. Guess what happened? Your soul went on a journey of service. There are souls, there are beings that are in need of help, of love, of healing. Since you innately want to be of service to others, when your body sleeps, your soul did service. Well, I didn't intend it. Your lower mind didn't, but your spiritual self says it's its destiny. Just like a lot of us know stuff that we've never read. Same thing, you get up in the morning, that is the weirdest thing. I felt like I studied all night, but I don't remember a darn thing. Then that day you attended a seminar, you open up a book, and you go, wait, this looks familiar. Or you're in a class, you attend a class with someone, and you're talking to the person next to you, they go, hey, this person feels like I've known this guy for a long, long time. And you start sharing stuff, you go, yeah, that sounds familiar. I never learned it, but this sounds familiar. And the teacher, whoever he or she is teaching, go, that sounds familiar too. What do that mean? Then you go, I've never read it, but I know it. How could that be possible? Because at night, when your body sleeps, the soul either goes doing service or go to inner schools. And back to what I said before, You don't believe it? It doesn't matter. Your higher soul doesn't have to ask for your approval to do what it needs to do. Okay? Drive that into your head. Some people say, yeah, but I didn't intend it. Your lower self does not intend it, but your higher self knows better. So get used to it. Here's the best news of all. What you call spiritual empowerment is simply aligning your higher and lower self, because the power is already there. So when you do a meditation and spiritual practice, in that time of stillness, that is also the time of empowerment. That's why we always ask people, say, hey, every time you do intense meditation, it's good to have a piece of paper and a pen next to you. Because oftentimes when you come back from meditation, you have some insights. You write it down. You journal it. Because when you write it down, at some point you get to see a pattern. I cannot tell you how many times it's happened. After deep meditation, I come back, I call my assistant in the office and say, hey, do this, do that, do this. She goes, how'd you know? I was about to call you that. I don't know. I just sensed that after I meditated, I sensed that, we need to call this person. We need to go do this marketing thing. We need to do this. She goes, how'd you come up with that? I don't know. In stillness, I just says, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I write it down. I call my assistant. She says, yeah, it's a good idea. In fact, this isn't happening. How'd you know? To go, Make sense? And some of you have vivid dreams. I have news for you. Don't waste your time searching the internet. You know why? When you have people telling you about, let's say, the dream of a monkey, the dream of this, you have different types of interpretation based on who had that dream. So in your case, the best source of clarity for your dream is your higher soul. So if you do your meditation and you have a pen and paper next to you, when you come back from meditation, when you write things down, at some point you see a pattern. When you see a pattern, you will know without a shadow of a doubt what those meant. In fact, I know some of you have taken Achieving Oneness with a Higher Soul, either with other instructors or with me. I don't know if you remember, we told you, when you do the meditation, the blue pearl, on the pineal gland, there's a blue particle that directly connects you to your higher soul. When you do that meditation, in time of stillness, you can literally ask your higher soul, to my higher soul, and you ask the question, and you practice stillness without expecting any answer. I cannot tell you how many people have told me, yeah, when I did that, I knew the answer. I couldn't find it anywhere. But in that meditation, for just a few seconds, I had instant clarity. That's what you call spiritual empowerment. Okay? So we'll do meditation, Twin Hearts right now. We'll practice stillness and so on, so on, so on. And then we just crank up the energy again. So that today, Wednesday, Friday, and Friday is prosperity and emotional healing. So by the time Sunday comes along, your channels are cleaner, your energy centers are wider, so you can handle more energy. And during the full moon of Aries, which is next Sunday, we'll do deeper cleansing. Layers. Take it out. And for the next month, before the Wesak full moon, we'll do even more cleaning. Let's put it this way. Let me finish it with this. The secret to spiritual empowerment is not trying to stuff inside of us. The secret to true spiritual empowerment is letting go of what the soul does not need. It's just like if you have a light bulb that's bright, you cover it with mud, right? Or if it's already covered with mud, if you want to see the light, you don't try to shine light on it. You remove the mud, the light will normally come out. Make sense? You are made in the image of God. A spiritual being, divine intelligence, divine light, divine will or power. It's already within you. The way to awaken it is not to pour stuff in. The way to awaken it is take the mud out. Okay? So, shall we? I hope I got the point across. To the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagu Jumeling, thank you for divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you. In full faith, so be it. All right, one last thing before we do the meditation. I know some of you might have been saying, hey, why do you have to do this invocation thing? I don't believe in God. I don't believe. First of all, I don't care what you believe. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. It's something like this. I'll make it really, really, really simple. Most of us have noticed that the more we know, the more we realize how little we know. Do I get a yes on that one? Okay? The more we know, the more we study, the more we know, the realize how dumb we are or how ignorant we are. True? Not true. Okay. So, that said, if you really want to spiritually develop, okay, I'm not saying you. I'll just say me so that I'm not imposing my belief on you. What I've noticed in my life is when I think I know everything, then I realize I know so little because I'm unteachable. When I realize I need to know more, and there are people, there are spirits, there are souls, there's God who can teach me more, I noticed I learn faster. So it is very important for us to do our invocation, number one, to put ourselves lower, because energy always goes from high to low. So as we humble ourselves below the great teachers, the angels, the saints in front of God, then we are receptive, so the blessings and the energy can come through us. Now, if you're so big-headed and you know everything, then what's the point? You already know everything. No need to join us. You can do whatever heck you want. So one of the things I learned from my teacher is one of the ways you can gauge the spiritual development of a student is their humility. How are they in front of other spiritual teachers? Do they think they know everything? If they think they know everything, hopefully they do. If not, that actually slows down their spiritual development. But if we say, we might know a lot, but there's always more to learn. There's always blessings we can receive. The more we can receive. Okay? So for some of you who don't want to invoke, want to ask for blessings, you can do whatever you like. I'm going to do it anyway. So that's that. Take your left hand, tap your heart center. Take your right hand, tap your crown. Be aware of your heart and crown. Put your hands like this. Focus on your crown. I am that I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God, I am one with God, I am one with all. There is only oneness. So it is. Just be still. Just leave your awareness above your crown. I am that. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart in your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, in my heart, in my family, in my friends, my acquaintances, the city I live in, the state, the country, anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. To all who I've hurt in however way I've hurt you, I humbly ask for your forgiveness. I've learned from my mistakes. Thank you for forgiving me. I send you love, gratitude, and respect. And I also forgive myself. To all who have hurt me, we are all children of God, we are all growing and evolving. And evolution involves time, process, and a lot of stupid mistakes. I've had my share of mistakes and learned from them, so can you. To all who have hurt me, may you all be blessed with peace, love, joy, and happiness. You are all completely forgiven. May you also learn from your mistakes and spiritually grow. Namaste. I release you. Everyone, take a deep breath. Put your hand like this. Say, cut, release. Again, inhale. Cut, I release all of you. One more time. Inhale. I forgive you. I release you from my life. Cut. Now flood them with beautiful pink light. May you be blessed with peace and love, joy and happiness. So be it. So be it. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. To all who are suffering in any way, may your life radically turn around and be better. Let's recall people we know who are going through difficult times in their life. Many are having health problems, financial issues, relationship issues. Visualize their lives turning around. Fill them with lots of love, lots of hope and faith, and a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Visualize their lives turning around. So be it. So it is. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness in spirituality is the absence of spiritual light, the ignorance that one is a being of spiritual light and eternally one with God. So bless every person, every being on earth with the realization they're one with God, a being of spiritual light. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Beware of your heart. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one. And in this oneness, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. So be it. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale and stay there. You might feel a pressure or tingling on your crown. That's your crown expanding. Be aware of your crown in your hands. Fill the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. Now flood your family with love, with healing energy, with kindness. Let this loving kindness spread to all your relatives and friends. Let it flood your workplace and the people you share your career, your job with. Fill them with love and kindness. Let it spread to the city, the state. Let it fill the entire country and the entire world. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may all be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. Fill everyone's heart with love and kindness. So be it. Blessings be to all. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Now, be aware of your heart and crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Imagine even brighter light pouring out of our hands to the earth. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one. There's only oneness. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all sentient beings in every direction, every dimension, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Kindness to all. kindness to oneself, kindness to others, so be it. From the center of the heart of God, may all be blessed with peace, with love, with understanding, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it, and so it is. May all be blessed. So be it, and so it is. Now just be still and let the energy flow through us as one. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed. We are one. Now put your hands down, keep your tongue on your palate, keep your eyes closed. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Imagine a beautiful golden flame floating above your crown. Look at that golden flame. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown, past your crown and into that golden flame. Be still. Again, gently from your heart, just send a stream of love from your heart up to your throat, to the center of your head, to your crown, past your crown, higher, higher, and into the golden flame. And stay there. Your entire consciousness and awareness is now inside that beautiful golden flame. You realize that you're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts, you are the spiritual being of light. Be still. From within the light. Allow your awareness to just drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. Any sound, any noise you hear will just gently and naturally allow you to drift deeper and deeper into that inner stillness, into that beautiful ocean of golden light. Be still and just let it happen now. You, the soul, are immersed in brilliant, brilliant light. Let go. Om. Om. Be still and let go now. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Take your time. Move your fingers, move your toes. Gently move your body a little bit and come back. Raise your hands in blessing again. Let's share these blessings with the people we love. Imagine all of them in front of you. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with inner peace and inner healing, with abundance and prosperity and spiritual oneness. So be it. Keep going. Flood them with divine light, divine love, and divine healing energy, and prosperity too. Blessings be to all, so be it. Be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my beloved teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagui Jimeli, and all the high beings, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to be of service to all in full faith, and so it is. Okay, hope you had a good meditation. Just looking at the clock, the silence was about 4 minutes. Yeah, I know a lot of you didn't want to come back. I don't want to come back. I have to keep reminding myself, hey, I got to come back. I got to finish this meditation. Otherwise, I'll be here for hours. Anyway, hope you feel good. Hope your mind is calm. Your emotions are quiet. And what I would recommend, you've heard this already, is after the meditation, get up, do your physical exercises. It's very important. Doing the physical exercise help you, kind of squirt out whatever lower frequencies are in your body. And then when you start doing more physical weights, I'll just, stretching, jumping around, whatever. What happens is you're able to assimilate more of that spiritual energy, and so your energy field can convert it to physical energy for you. Okay? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. We will see you Wednesday morning. Same routine, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. And, I'm for the ones in the other platform except Instagram, we're posting it again. The 3 powerful full moons. I hope you can join us. All those are free. The more souls that join us, the be better. For the WESAC, we have a 7-day preparation. Anyway, you hear about that, but for now, just mark it on your calendar. I think March 28th, this coming Sunday, April 26th, and so on and so on. Anyway, I'm sure you're going to hear me nag you to death on that. So, all right. I think that's it. Let's see. Did I forget anything? Nope. So we will see you Wednesday morning. Namaste. Thank you very much for your feedback. You're welcome to put it in there. The one on Instagram, I hope somebody can figure it out. You guys have been typing. I cannot read and guide at the same time. So after you shut it off, it disappears. So I don't know what you guys said. So you're welcome to retype it in the comments after. The rest of you, thank you very much for everything. Atma means the soul. Namaste. You take care, and we'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.